So Rita and James, suddenly Alba's throwing more money around, more relief for energy bills, James.
This is absolutely disgraceful. This morning, the Prime Minister stood up at a press conference and he announced that through the great light and generosity of the Australian Labor Party, Australians are going to, for the next 2 quarters, enjoy the princely sum of $75 taken off their energy bills. Let's have a little look at what he had to say.
What we've seen is that in 2024, power prices fell 25.2%. They would have fallen just 1.6% without rebates. So this is energy bill relief, cost of living support that will also have an effect of putting downward pressure on inflation.
Okay, but here's the thing. What the Prime Minister has left out of this equation is that this money he's handing you back, it didn't come off the magic money tree. This money is your money. You've already paid it in taxes. So the Albanese strategy right now, he's actually running with this to an election, is number one, make everyone's power bills higher through renewable energy and all of the other crispo and nonsense. 2, wind up increasing the Australian Commonwealth's tax take. That's the money they take out of your pocket through income tax every single pay packet. And then 3, hand back a tiny little sliver of that, of your money, to try and make you feel like, hey, what a great deal we're getting here, because actually, rather than jacking up our energy bills and rather than taking money away from us, this Albanese government, they're doing wonderful things for us. It is a fraud, it is a nonsense, and I was very disappointed to hear that the coalition apparently is going to back this ridiculous
No.
Are we surprised? Are we surprised? Just a couple of weeks ago, we saw them within minutes match the Albanese government's Medicare pledge, extra $9 billion just out of thin air. And this, we need a coalition, we need a conservative option in this country that is a real choice, that actually stands for something, that isn't scared to articulate a position that's different to Labor and take that to an election and say, this is what our platform is, this is why this is good for the country. And let the Australian people choose, like we did with the referendum, where we had 2 clear choices. Right now, we've got this uni-party craziness, and we just had Jim Chalmers on Sky News, the Treasurer, making all sorts of absurd claims about how he's overseen energy costs drop. What planet is he living on? Because I don't know anybody, including myself, whose energy costs have gone down in 2024. That's what he claimed. And giving us a subsidy, which is basically taxing us, wasting some of that money in the bureaucracy and then giving the rest of it back as a cost saving of having your energy bills reduced. I mean, you'd have to be economically illiterate to accept that. And sadly, I think this is what the government is counting on. People just not looking at the detail, having their hand out for some relief, when in the long run, that relief is going to cost all of us in the country a lot more.